Well, Jeremy, just your thoughts again. We talked a little bit after the game, but just being able to digest it a little bit. What worked well offensively, and then maybe I guess in the second half, what did you guys do that didn't seem to click as well?
I think we rushed the ball really well, and we had some good completions and some critical downs. In the second half, they just stacked the box a little bit more and tried to stop our run.
What can you guys kind of take from that? Just the fact that you have to do it for 4 quarters and all that. Stuff that's kind of trite, but it's certainly true.
Yeah, we just have to finish in the second half, and we learned that. I think we came out kind of slow, and it's not going to happen again.
How nice is it, this running game last year, Jay was so big last year, and now you have you and a couple other guys that are all capable. I mean, how much pride, I guess, do you take as a group that it's going to be, 2, 3, 4 guys that are going to kind of together make this thing happen?
It's good because we're all a tight unit, and we always want to see each other do good, whether it's one of us on the sideline watching the other one, and they come off the field, and then we talk to each other after the drive. And like I said, we just want to see everybody do good as they do it.
And I mean, I guess if you're winded or something, you're not afraid to say that you need a playoff because the guys that can come in are capable too.
Yeah, we practice that in practice. When somebody gets tired, other will get out. We just all want to stay fresh during the game and last the whole season.
What'd you see from Kelsey? And what's he bring? And the fact that he got out there, and I know he had the fumble, but it looked like he got some tough yards too.
He brings experience. Playing at Stanford the last 4 years, brings a lot of experience and knowledge. So he passes it down to everybody else. And I mean, he's a good downhill runner. Picks up the blitz really well. And like in the meetings, he'll help everybody. So it's just good to have him there as far as him being an older guy.
What did you think of Devin's performance on Friday?
I think it was good. He gave us a spark.
How's your body feel after that many carries?
It's good. I prepared for this in the offseason, so it's not that big.
How big was it adding that weight in the offseason?
It was huge. I can tell the difference right now. Taking a hit from last Friday and last year was a big difference. The weight helped.
How much of a difference was just getting in a rhythm and whatnot on Friday night? I mean, you had almost as many touches in that game as you did all of last season.
Yeah, getting in a rhythm as a back is really key. When you start feeling it, you just feel like nobody can really stop you. So.
I know you said you learned a lot last year, pace the game, all that stuff, but what did you learn on Friday night even from all that? I mean, running between the tackles, I mean, you probably did that easily more on Friday night than you did all of last year.
Yeah, learning Friday night, yeah, I can run through the tackles, and I'm actually confident with it now. And last year was mainly outside stuff and stuff like that. So running through the tackles Friday gave me confidence, and being able to catch the ball at the backfield, you know what I'm saying? So it was good too.
Do you bring some instincts, do you think, to that position in terms of catching the ball? I mean, it seems like at times, Ryan doesn't even necessarily have to put it on to you. You can kind of make a receiving play almost. You're not just a running back.
I mean, what most people don't know is I did play receiver for 3 years in high school. So I kind of have more experience at receiver than I do at running back. So catching the ball is natural for me. So, I mean, Ryan always, trusts my hands when he needs to.
So you think you're still learning, growing as a running back then? I mean,
yeah, I got a lot to learn at running back.
What do you like?
That 4th and 1. That 4th and 1. I think you had the career on 4th and 1, right? I guess how nice was it that they put the confidence in you, and then what maybe went wrong on that play? Was that frustrating? You couldn't pick it up?
Yeah, to take that back, I probably would have cut the ball all the way back after watching film, but in my mind, I just wanted to get downhill as quick as possible and get the yard, and we'll go for it again.
What do you like more about playing running back as opposed to wide receiver?
I just like that I get the ball more as far as running back. A receiver, you probably get it 5 to 10 times if you're lucky, but running back, it's easier for a quarterback to hand the ball than throw the ball.
What about the O-line's performance and kind of just setting the tone against a Pac-12 team right out of the gate last Friday?
It wasn't a surprise to me. They all coming back from last year, so they have experience. And from the film last year, they were just dominated most teams that we played, so it wasn't a surprise.
Did you expect to get 24 carries on Friday night?
I don't know. It was just how the game was flowing, and yeah, that's just how the game would flow.
What are your thoughts on? What are your thoughts on this week? And I know Washington kind of came into the Lions' den against you guys, and now it's kind of reversed going into they're having a whiteout. They got a big crowd. They're pumped up from their win. What are you expecting just to go down there for a tough first road game?
Yeah, we expect a great crowd from them, coachable guys, a great coach on the other side of the field, and their defense is very aggressive, and they run to the ball and they hustle. So we're going to have to use that against them.
I think early in the game, especially their defense, their crowd. I mean, early in the game, they're probably going to be extra juiced, to start their home opener.
Yeah, they'll be just as their home opener, so it's going to probably be one of their best games of the season as far as at home. So we just kind of want to quiet it down early so it doesn't affect it.
I know you guys are no huddle, so it's not like you're huddling, but what do you guys need to do, or what can you do to try to take the crowd out of it as far as
communication is going to be key, so everybody got to be on the same page as far as our signals. And when the ball's hiked, Finley has to do a good job, which is making sure everybody is set, everybody's looking at the ball, and when the ball snaps, we got to go.
But what are you seeing from them on film?
Defense is aggressive. They got some pretty big guys, and yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
think one of their DNs is like 6'7" or something.
Yeah, he's a big guy. So he's coming back from last year, and most of the D-line, the front seven's good size, aggressive.
Were you watching that game Saturday, or did you just find out later what happened, or were you watching when they had that Hail Mary? Or?
I was watching a little of the first half, and then had to go somewhere, and then I seen it on SportsCenter that they made the last second Hail Mary. It's a great win for them.
What did you guys take from like the end of last season when you were playing pretty well on the road that you can maybe take into this season about what it takes to be successful playing away from home?
We could take that. We just need to practice hard this week and get our communication right, and we all have to be on the same page.
What about playing on grass? Is that you didn't play at UConn, but I mean, you guys don't do that very often. I know you're going to practice on it, but is that a big deal at all? Or?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's football. So if you need to change the cleats to get ready, then that's what you have to do.
Do you bring a couple pairs, or do they bring extra cleats for you, or how do you test it out the day before? Or?
We'll practice in a couple different cleats this week, and then pregame we'll make our decision which cleats we want to wear.
Just when we're getting back to your performance and whatnot, I mean, there's the running back point. We know that you guys had some options back there, but at the same time, replacing a guy like Jay Ajayi, do you gain confidence from going out there and seeing that you guys can effectively run the ball?
Yeah, no doubt. Jay's his own guy, so Jay's not here anymore. So we all have to step up and just play our roles.
I know that that Arson even said yesterday, it wasn't as flashy as maybe your offensive performance in the Fiesta Bowl, but you guys at the end of the day come out with a win, and you probably have a lot of improvements that you feel like you can make. How big is that to win the season opener? Because you guys haven't done that here in a little while now.
I think it's huge. We like to every week. We just want to be 1-0. So whether it's a win or a loss, it's 24-hour rule, and then we're on to the next opponent for that week, and we want to be 1-0.